Hi there, hello and welcome. If you're new, then my name is Tania and I'm from Tatty Treasures. If you are a returning subscriber, then hello and welcome back. So today we are going to make some more clusters. Last week we made this kind of cluster, so we used like a miniature tea card type thing, and I showed you them without sewing, and then I just sewed them up right at the end. So I think today's cluster will look totally different from this. I haven't made a mock-up. The ideas in my head, so we'll see how it turns out. So anything you need to know, you'll be able to find in the description box. If it's not there, then let me know in the comments, and I'm more than happy to find that information or tell you that information, or pop a link in and things like that. In the description there's where to find me and ways to support my channel. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what I've got. I've got my glue book, so we're going to be doing lots of gluing. So I'm going to have that to the side of me. I'm still figuring out this kind of new camera angle that I've got. I don't think it looks that much different to you. I think it's a little bit wider, but to me it's totally different. So yeah, I'm still kind of figuring out where to sit, but if I keep placing the mat before I film, I can kind of, if I just stay on the mat. So I've got these little baskets, what I actually picked up at Pound Shop the other day, 4 for £1. Absolutely fabulous. I've got lots of these types of baskets, but I haven't got any as small as this, and I thought this is brilliant for putting all your bits in. So I've sat this morning and I've torn some music paper. We've got some text. This is actually from scrapbook paper, but I'd only got a couple of sheets left, so I thought we'll get that used. I've got some tissue. I've got some lovely vellum. This digital is from Susan Taylor Brown, who is Poppiness, and it's just a one sheet, and it's like an inky piece. It's fabulous and I love it on vellum, so I've printed out a couple of them and ripped them up. I've got this lovely tissue paper that Jean sent me from the Inky Owl studio. It just looks like burlap. It's wonderful. And I've got some, why did I want to say courgettes? Some, oh my goodness, serviettes. I was going to call them serviettes, and I thought they're not serviettes, and then courgettes came up into my head. Doilies, that's what they're called. And in this one I've got these lovely pieces. Violet sent me these, so that they are a die cut. I don't know which die cut they are. I don't have a die cut machine, so I'm not up on what it is. And they're all these little size papers, like as if they're scraps from a notebook. You don't have to have this digital. I've also done something similar with, notebooks, and just ripped it out and tea stained them. It's the same kind of thing. This is just like a miniature version. And I've got these lovely fussy cuts. Nanine from College Type has done a couple of fussy cut kits now. I think they're, I don't know, 3 or 5 pages, and there's some backing papers in them too. So she's done, I did ask her if she would do me a green one, because yeah, fussy cut green things, virtually non-existent. I've never come across really any. So she's done this one. She's also got a blue and white one, and she's got a bird one. I think she's working on a pink one at the moment, because Julie's been working on some of her kits. Julie is from Camellia Crafts. Camilla, yeah, sorry Julie, I still get confused. One is a name, one is a flower. She is the flower. So I've cut all those up. I've not inked around anything apart from I wanted to use some circles up, because I do find circles pretty hard to use. I don't know if they're going to look right or not, but I have inked them up ready. I've got my little bowl of numbers. I've not inked all those up, obviously. So I've got those, and in this one I've got some straw paper, which again is from Julie's shop. I've got a couple of sheets of 6x6 scrapbook paper. I can't remember what pad that came from, but I have that, and I've some coffee stained digital from the Cockney crafter, who is Ali. Excuse me. And it's a lovely lace imprint. It's really very pretty. So that's what I've got. I thought like I did last week, I ripped them up beforehand, and like I say, I do find that that cuts down on the amount of little piddly bits that I then end up throwing away. So where are we going to place all these bowls? It's like Bowl City, so you don't need to see me glue. So if I go over like so, put the bowls there, because I don't need those yet, and we could perhaps have the baskets to the side, maybe. Right, they're kind of going to be my base, and they're obviously going to be the grand finale. So I will put those over there with the, oh, don't tip all those over, Tanya. We'll be in a right mess, won't we? Right, I'm ready. I'm gonna start. Let's I think I'm gonna bring the board down just a little bit, because I am a little bit high. Yeah, that's lovely. Right. Da, da, da. Oh, and I forgot, I've got this brown paper, so I'm actually going to make them on the brown paper. The brown paper's quite a big piece. It is packaging paper. Something came in it. I can't quite remember what it was. On one side it's quite shiny, but on the other side it's lovely, and it's that ribbed effect. So I've folded it into long sections, and I'm thinking I might as well rip them off now, but I'm wondering if I've done them too thick. I think that would probably be kind of the right. Okay, so I'll just put that to the side. So yeah, this is it. I'm gonna start. I'll bring it downwards. So I think I'm going to start off with some of these ones what stand what I'm going to have upwards. So these are going to be kind of my base. Then yeah, I don't know what to do from there. Really, that's as far as I'd thought. So let's pick a botanical out. We're going to want something quite tall. That's not from Nanine's kit, actually. That is from a paper pad what I'd got, and it was one of those pop outs, but the rest are Nanine's. So I'm liking that. I'm liking this brown paper at the bottom. I kind of want the holes to be holes that you can see through, rather than having them on the brown paper. So I'm going to place that there. I'm going to place that there. I like this that it's right, you know, in this middle part. And as I said last time, when I'm collaging, I kind of take quite a bit of time to do the first one. And then I basically just mirror it. I can't do it the same all of the time, but it's the same kind of basic you know, layout type thing. I think that's probably a bit thick. This music paper is wonderful. I just had one sheet. Look at that colour. It's absolutely amazing. So you can't really see that. But I do want to see this as well, but maybe I can't have everything. So that can go there. Kind of like that coming down a bit more. So maybe let's try something a bit darker. Maybe just a slither there. Maybe it doesn't need it, to be honest. Let's just bring that out more. Put that in there. That in there. You know what I need? I've got some of those tweezer things that I bought, apart from, I don't know where I've put them. They might be handy. I've seen people do that. Oh yeah, that's quite good. So yeah, I do like that. Do we want anything else on? For a moment I thought, oh, I could stamp over that, but I do want to keep that playing. I don't know why, I just do. I like that, so that's what I'm going to go for. So let's get this bit glued down first. Let's get me glue all the way up. So I'm just going to glue on top of my book. So kind of want that there. Then we're going to put the vellum. Yep. I think that goes about there. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. I am going to ink the side of this paper, because I want this to stand out. Oh, look at that. That's really nice. And so I did want that there. Like so. Yeah. Throwing my glue about. So that's there. Just want it down a little bit more. That's it. And I'm going to have that there. Let me just put my lid on, because I don't want ink on everything. So that there. So let's see about some labels. That would be nice there. Yeah, I like that. I should have really used the art glitter on that. Let's get that out ready. So that can go there. So I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to stick this down with the art glitter, because this is, it's not card. I would probably say it's about 140, 160 GSM. So it's heavier than copy paper. And I only really like the glue stick on lighter papers. Oh, I like that. Hope I'm not too far down. So that's that. Let's have a look at some numbers. I think I'd probably be best just grabbing a handful. No, that's too big. Yes, I like that. And again, I'm going to ink that. Honestly, you know, when I say like shorten things to gonna, I can hear my mother's voice in my head. Is it gonna or is it going to? Going to. Oh dear. But it still never stopped me from reverting to slang tone. But I do the same thing. Well, I've done the same thing with all my daughters. Corrected them, but yeah. Right, so that's the first one. Love it. That is how I envisioned it. So let's do number 2. I think we'll just do the tall ones on here. Now we've got a bit of a system going. So I want to leave, you know, a gap like that. So we've got a bit on, you know, on the top and the bottom one. So we'll do that. Well, we've got this other piece of music here, so might as well use that up. Okay, let's pick a botanical. Now this size, I've printed it 2 to a page, so they are actually a little, you know, a bit larger than this. I like that. And I think I'm going to ink around this. I've printed it out on like manila coloured card, and I've printed it out on 200 GSM. I'm not sure what the pound is in. Is it pound? Yes, it is, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I did look it up once and I remembered it for so long, but yeah, because it's not something that you know, I buy things in and stuff. It's totally gone out of my head. But if you Google it, it does tell you, because that's how I found it. I couldn't really see that, can you? So, and I do feel like it needs some more green in, but maybe that is pushing it too far. Don't hate it, but let's have a look at that straw paper. Forgetting to use these, aren't I? I need to get used to these. What are they? The reverse ones or something. Yeah, I could go for that. Okay. So we'll get this glued down first again. We'll leave an edge at the side, and I've got enough here. Okay. And pop that straw paper in. This gives it a nice colour and texture. Again, I'm going to ink around this. I think I might stick this down with, yeah, because this is probably on about 160 GSM. This one, I don't know if you can see the colour of it. I've done this in the red, is it red tea? The bush tea. And it gives it a really nice peachy. I should have gone in more. I've gone a little bit wide. Yeah, and I've kind of hid the Let's put a bit of glue on this and get that in, because I've like hid it. Pull it out a bit more. Okay. I can rip that bit off when I rip in between them. So yeah, that's better. Right, I think I'll go to the bottom. No, I like it there. Right, let's, I think we might need a bigger one. Where's the tweezers? I need 2 pairs. Oh, hold on. I think I like it that way. So let's get that on. Okay. Put that there. Yeah, I really like these. These would make great tucks with them being upright and quite a biggish size. Yeah, they'd be nice, like side tucks. Or they'd be great on the front of envelopes, or even if you're making a tag, you can just, you know, place this on as your base. Sometimes when I'm making tags, yeah, I kind of can't think how to do them sometimes. But if you've got pieces like this on, you can just stick them on. Right, let's grab some labels. That's a bit too white. I used to print on white card, and since I've started doing it on the cream, I much prefer it. That might be just a little bit too big. What does that look like? Well, like that there. Okie dokie. I might as well leave the... No, wait, I'll just put them in there. Just put them in there because they'll all end up all over the table. I won't be able to pick them up. So that's that one. I'm so glad that Nanine's done this kit. So thank you very much, Nanine. It's helped me out loads. And it will cut down the amount of books that I'm having to buy for these images. And I do find that this type of size image, they're not tiny, but they're not big. They're quite hard to come by in books and things. So, you know, what's so good is you can obviously have them full size. My printer does 2 to a page, so they're half the size, or I can do 4 to a page. So then they'd be like that. So that's ideal for, you know, smaller, like snippets. Even things like faux stamps. I'm just putting this down, aren't I, without even... Right, let's not push that down. And let's have some text. These are far too wide. But at least, you know, getting them ripped down some has helped. Because I find when you've got those just stacks of paper, you're just spending the entire time going through all your stacks of paper. And after I finish videoing, I think I've ripped into every single piece of paper I've got, and probably, you know, only ripped into it once. And then you've just got all these papers, what are then just scraps. So I find just ripping some down beforehand, and it cuts down the amount of choice you've got, which for me makes life a lot easier. Just limit the choices. Right, I've obviously just totally lost the plot, haven't I? See which are the tallest ones. Oh, that's a nice tall one. So we'll have that one. Right. I'm going to have to lift this up. I've put it down with the art glitter as well, haven't I? I mean, I only need to lift it up slightly. And then if I can just poke that in. Okay. Let's glue that down. Okay. And I'll just poke my art glitter in just to, just to get that back down. That should be fine. Right, let's just give this a little bit of an ink around. And I think as well with the cream, if I'd have done these in white, I would have felt that I'd have had to ink all over the front, or I would have had to really properly fussy cut all the way around, which there's no need to do that. Whereas this background, it just fits in. Right, so that's that. I think we need a big one again. Let's try that on. Yeah, I'm liking it on that side again. So I'll pop that there. Pop that there. Let's have a look for a number first, because I might be able to do a bigger one and tuck it under. Ooh. That's nice. I think that's the one from Kelly's Crafts. I must print that kit out again. It's a tag kit, and there's just labels around it, but I don't really want the tags, you know, at this point, because I've got plenty. But she has got a lovely label kit, and it's massive, but because I've got so many labels, you know, there's not many Tracy Fox labels I don't own, and I have some from Pink Monarch Prints, and some from Nanine. Yeah, I just feel like, should I really buy another label kit? It just seems a bit extreme. Right, that's that one. Do you think we can fit another one in? Yeah, that we can. I could go over more, couldn't I? Yeah. I'll do that then. Okay. I'll just sit and have a conversation with myself. Right, that one's perfect. So we've got that. Got another big thing, so that can go with that. What else do we want? I really do want to try and use some of this. So rip it down this side. Just thinking if I ink it up, we'll see. Oh, I keep forgetting to move my bin because I need it on the other side now when I'm filming, but I don't particularly like it on that side because it's awkward. So when I'm not filming, I move it back. But I obviously forget when I start. Right, let's yeah, I could go for that. Yeah. Then that over the top, because it kind of bends into the... It's funny, I'm wanting that on that side. So if that was there, and then let's put it over a bit more, and then it's just, I'd like to use. No, that's not working. No. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my goodness. I was having that side, wasn't I? Yeah. But that means I don't really want the label that side. Let's... It's just throwing me this. I don't think I'm going to use it, you know. As much as I want to, I just don't think it's the right thing. I've got that paper somewhere, haven't I? So I might as well use that up. Let's rip some of that down. So that can go there, and that can go there. Let's bring it over. Okay. I think I want it about there. Right. Let's ink this up. Crikey, we're at 31 minutes already. I've only done 4. I just suppose there's a lot of layers to it, isn't there? I think what I'll do is, because I want to do some more tall ones, and obviously, like, I'm just going to continue to do the same kind of layout, but I've got some other, you know, smaller ones and more squarer ones and things, so I might be best to pause, finish the long ones off. Yeah, I like that there. Didn't decide about a label, did I? Colin, what are you doing? Talking to the dog. No. I don't like it messing about with them. What about some blue? No, I'm not keen on that. I keep trying those, don't I? No. Right, I'm going to stick that there because I do want that there. Yep. So that's there. I'm going to stick this down. Like so. Right, come on, label. Yeah, I like that one. How bizarre. I brought the thing over to have a good route round and it was like, yeah, the next label that I pulled out. Crazy. Alright, we'll pop that there. Okay, and then I'm gonna rip them apart. Now, if I was keeping all these, because I've made some botanical sets that I'm putting in the shop and I'm putting some clusters in them, so that's why I'm taking mine apart. If I'd have been keeping them, I'd have, I mean, I'm going to keep so many for myself, but I'd have kept them on the roll. Well, it wasn't a roll, but a strip. And I just like put them on bulldog clips, and I've got a notice board and I keep them like that. One, it reminds me that I've got them. And obviously it saves on having to, you know, find storage for them. And they just keep nice like that. So yeah, that's what I tend to do. So we've got that one. I think that's fine. Oh, I'll just take the corner off and look at that. Yep. Yeah, I like that one. That one's fine. That one's fine. So I'm going to give them a good inking round. Oh yeah, I really like these. So then I was thinking of adding a little bit of doily to them now, and you know, putting them wherever there's a gap type thing. So that's that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I love it. Okay. That's that one. Got no room. Don't think that one needs one, but we'll see. I have got a bit, one of the green ones. Oh yeah, I like that. And by putting it on that side, if you use this as a tuck anyway, with this being quite vulnerable, I would stick that side down and have that bit as the tuck. And if I was using them as a tuck, what I would then do is put this over some card and then probably rip round the card and ink it back up to, you know, just protect these edges. But if I was putting it on a tag base, I'd just stick it on like that. I think that's a, you know, tag already done for you type thing. I don't feel like that's the right shape. Let's try a green one with that. No, maybe it just doesn't need one. It doesn't suit them all, does it? Put that on there. Now I'm really tempted to do that because I think that looks really pretty, but if it was going to be a side tug, yeah, I wouldn't want it there, so it might limit what you can use it for. I'm really liking them on that side behind those holes, so I'm going to do that again. Right, I'm going to pause. I'm going to finish the tall ones off because I did pull quite a lot of the tall ones out, because that was the kind of vision that I had, you know, the tallness and it going up and then being more like a tuck. And then we'll come back and we'll do a few different size ones. So I shall see you in a little while. Okay, I'm back. I've done all the tall ones, so we'll just quick flip through them. Really happy with how they turned out, and say that is how I thought about them in my head. But yeah, you're never sure if they're going to come out right. But I was going through my stuff and looking, you know, what pieces I wanted to use up, and I've got loads of these, and I thought, oh, what a brilliant way to use them up. I have used them in a different kind of cluster. I think I did that in the building your bases up. So now we're going to do, these are smaller pieces. Let's go on to the medium pieces. and let's see how we can do these. So I've ripped the brown paper up smaller, so I don't know if I'm going to have them that way or if I'm going to have them that way. So let's have a look. I still feel like I probably want to go upwards, you know. Let's get some of that smaller. I tried to use a lot of the bigger ones up. So yeah, I think that would be, I mean, that looks nice just on its own, I think. And then put, I'm going to go from this end because again I want to keep that whole bit separate. Yeah, I like that, but I feel like I might want to go that way, so I've got a bit more. I mean, I'll rip that brown down a little bit, so like that. Now what can we use? I wonder, I really want to use this burlap, but I just don't think it's the right thing. I'll have to use those in a different cluster. I want a bit of that straw paper because I've not used a lot of that. Write that down. So I'm still kind of going for the same formation as the taller ones, really. I feel like something needs to be on here. This is quite wide. Well, it's not, it's tiny, but let's rip downwards. Maybe have that in the middle, that there, that there. Yes, I quite like that. And then let's just rip that top. Does that want to be more that way? That there. They make quite nice little clusters that way. Just feel like it needs some like colour. Just wondering what. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. So let me just ink that side just to define that a little bit. Sorry, it's the time where people are going to pick the children up and things. So obviously colour has to cause a scene. I might pause in a minute and just shout not like it makes much difference. So put that there. Hold on a minute. Right, I've got him to come upstairs. It took me shouting him about 4 times. Right, I've sillily left the pin out. Right, let's hope that. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's nearly time for Eleanor to come home. I had a late start this morning. I'm filming these quite in front, so I actually had my first COVID jab yesterday, and I feel pretty washed out today. And I was up till nearly 3 o'clock last night. I had as soon as I had it, I just felt a little bit weird, but I didn't, you know, I think sometimes you can just feel weird, can't you? You know that you've had something put into you, and I think you're waiting for your body to react, and obviously they tell you about, you know, all the dangers and stuff before you have it, and you already know, you know, some of the side effects, blah blah, and obviously I wasn't frightened to get. I mean, I have dragged my heels about having it done. I knew I would end up having it done, but when they first called me, you know, that it was my turn, and they got to, they classed, well, my doctors actually classed me as being 50. So they'd got in touch quite a few weeks ago, and they said, oh, do you want to come? And I was like, when? And they was like, oh, tomorrow. And I was like, oh, no. And I just needed to get my head around it. I knew, you know, that ultimately that's what I was going to do. But, yeah, I just wasn't there at that point. And I've had to kind of, you know, talk to myself. And I think the thing is, I'm already, you know, on medication and things. And, you know, I used to be somebody who, you know, really took anything. So, I mean, I was dead against taking medication when I was first diagnosed as having fibromyalgia, and that really didn't last very long. But, you know, when I was first diagnosed, and then I went to a pain specialist, and they said what they wanted me to be on and the dosage and all the rest of it. I was like, oh my goodness. You know, they sound such big numbers. And what they wanted me to have was 3 times stronger than I started off. And I said, you know, I want to start off on such and such. And after, oh, I don't know, I think I've been diagnosed nearly 5 years now. And I'm still not at that level, what they first wanted to start me off on. Because, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable with it. So, yeah, and then I think, oh, you know, having all the things in your body and managing being chronically ill. Yeah, obviously, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to catch it. But, you know, up until going back to work a month ago, I was virtually not going out. So, I mean, I've done... you know, I've kept away from people and stuff to limit, you know, the chances of me getting it. So it's not like I've been, you know, out and about. I've totally lost my train of thought. So anyway, I ended up having it yesterday, and as, you know, after, as I was walking, I was thinking, oh, I feel dizzy, oh, I feel, you know, a bit weird and stuff. Anyway, I was, you know, after about an hour, I felt a bit more normal. And I got home, and I just felt tired. And I'd had my hair cut the same day. Because, you know, if you watch me regularly, you'll know that I've not had my hair cut for 2 years. I only normally go once a year. I don't like the hairdressers. I don't know why. And the hairdressers I normally go to is really nice. And I know the girl who cuts my hair. And I know her from, you know, school. She's a few years younger than me. And she's absolutely lovely. But I just find the whole experience quite uncomfortable. Which is weird, because I love chatting. I love chatting about absolute nothingness. So you would think going to the hairdressers for me would be absolutely perfect. But it's not. I just feel really uncomfortable sitting, looking in a mirror at myself while I'm talking to somebody else. And I don't know why, but yeah, that's the way I feel. I prefer to be at the dentist. So yeah, I go once a year. So it ended up being that it was 2 years since I'd had a haircut. And normally when I go once a year, my hair's, a quarter of a way down my back. And my fringe is normally to jaw length type thing. So once a year I have a fringe put in, and I mean, she laughs when I turn up. Yeah, I have a fringe put in, and I have my hair like to my jawline, and that keeps me going for a year. Well, my hair was not far off from my bum. I never ever had long hair like that. Well, I'm nearly 50. That kind of long hair really, was not making me look at my best. So I'd managed to book into the hairdressers the same day, and I mean, at this point we'll have been on holiday and stuff. But yeah, I'd not been shopping. I work in a clothing shop, and I can shop online and still get my discount from there as well. So even though I've been off, I've still been able to order things and have it delivered to home. But sometimes it's just nice to, go somewhere else. So I did a bit of shopping. I only actually went in 3 shops, so I didn't go crazy. And I got home and I was, extremely tired. So I just sat at the side of my bed, watched YouTube, and I thought, oh, I'm ready, to drop off type thing. Well, as soon as I got into bed, I felt sick. I was shivering. My teeth was absolutely chattering. And I felt really, I keep pulling the same one out, don't I? Felt really quite poorly. So I got up out of bed, and it was getting on for 3 o'clock before I fell to sleep, because then obviously I'd kind of got the symptoms they told you to look out for. Because when she said about the symptoms, and I said, well, they're symptoms that I get anyway with my condition. And she was like, well, if it's, worse than normal, then, obviously ring 111. So yeah, I was like, oh, trying to work out, is it worse than normal? Is it normal? Yeah, anyway, 3 o'clock, I fell asleep. So I didn't get up till 11 o'clock. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, so I'd only had a couple of hours. And I did shout Eleanor, and I said, are you getting up? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, I'm going to get back to sleep, because I've not had a very good night. Because obviously she got to get up for school. And she doesn't mind me not getting up, because she doesn't come out of bedroom. She just gets up, gets ready, and leaves. She has a breakfast bar, and she just runs out the door, and she doesn't want to speak to you in the morning. And I'm not very good at talking in the morning. So yeah, most of the time I'm up, but if I'm not, it's not a massive thing. But I just worry, oh, is she gonna get up? And I wasn't sure what time Ryan was at work, 'cause sometimes he works late and things. So yeah, it was 11 o'clock by the time I got up. So by the time I've got up, just woke up, had a look on my YouTube, answered my comments, had a couple of cups of tea, and felt human. I started filming this video, and yeah, well, obviously I had to prep for it, so I was watching YouTube as I was getting prepared and stuff, and then it's like this time and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm literally still in my pajamas, which, you know, that's not a rare occurrence, but yeah, so the day's flown. But yeah, I didn't fancy like doing anything major, but I thought, oh, I quite enjoy just sitting making some clusters. But yeah, I don't feel too bad now. I was very groggy, but I'm guessing that's, you know, the disturbed sleep that I'd had more than anything. Done this right back to front, haven't I? So yeah, but I'm supposed to be at work tomorrow. I mean, earlier I was thinking, oh, I can't see me being right for work, but yeah, at the minute I'm kind of thinking, oh, I think I'll be okay, but we'll obviously see how I feel later. Because I mean, I have heard that people have said, oh yeah, I was fine, and then the following day or the following night I was awful. So we'll take it as it comes. That's that one. It's a bit different, that one. Right, how many? Because that other, I'm going to have to join these two videos together. And I think the other one was about 30 minutes. So we'll probably do another couple, and that will have to be it. I'll finish the rest off off camera. But yeah, I'm only obviously doing them the same kind of way. Oh, let me just have a drink. I've just talked for England, haven't I? Oh, that's nice. It's still warm too, which is a bonus. It really is. So yeah, I've just got something out quick for tea. We're going to have some chili beef kebabs. And I'll just do some couscous and salad. And then I'm going to have a bath. I bought myself a hair dye, because again, if you watch me often, you'll know that for the past year I've just been dyeing it jet black. What happened is, at the beginning of lockdown, I went to the pound shop, which is, you know, if you live in a different country, it's like your dollar store and stuff, and I literally bought 10 black hair dyes, because I mean, and it's funny because obviously I've had my hair in a bun for the past year because it's too long, and you can't see me grey really, but my grey is like it comes round one of my ears, so when I have got my hair up, you can see it. And yeah, even though I wasn't going out anywhere and stuff, I didn't want to look in the mirror and see that. So I thought, I'm just going to buy these black hair dyes. Because for some reason, I didn't want to go into Boots, which is, if you're not in this country, it's like a pharmacy store. They're big stores, but and they sell a lot of beauty things and toiletries and that, but that's kind of, you know, where we'd go to get medicines and all the rest of it. Yeah, and I didn't want to go there because I thought, oh, you know, people are going to be sick and they're going to be going to fetch stuff, and I want to keep away from everybody. Not like, you know, everybody in the pound shop's going to be, you know, different people, but yeah. But I kind of did one of them, you know, got there, grabbed them and left kind of thing. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, I like that. I'm going to put that there. It's a bit different. Yeah, so I've been dyeing my hair this jet black colour, which, yeah, it's not really bothered me, but yeah, every time I took my hair down and it was obviously, you know, long and black, I looked horrendous. I really looked horrendous. And I'm not one, I don't spend very long looking in the mirror anyway, because like I said, I don't really like looking in them. which is funny because, you know, I don't mind being on camera and stuff, but yeah, we've all got his own quirks, haven't we, I suppose, but oh, I love that there. This is just a stamped image that I did these at the beginning of the botanical series. If you've not caught it from the beginning, did some stamping on all different kinds of papers and materials and things to be able to use those things, you know, as decoration when we're making embellishments and ephemera. So that's that one. Shall we just we'll do one more and I'll get off, because I bet your ears are burning. I bet you're like, oh, does this woman ever ever shut up? So yeah, I went to Boots yesterday when I had my jab, and I bought 2 Charles Worthington dies. You know, I've gone from Pound Shop to Charles Worthington in a lovely chocolate brown, and it looks a really rich nice colour. So after tea I'm going to get that on my head, and I'm going to blow dry my hair and that, and get to bed and hopefully get a decent night's sleep, and then I'm imagining we'll be fine for work tomorrow. So that was that. I had to go all around to get to that. So I think my second jab is in July sometime. Somebody actually asked me in the comments today, like, which jab did you have? And I was like, I've got no idea. She did give me a card and stuff. I'm assuming it's going to say on there. But yeah, I've got no idea. No idea. I mean, to me, I don't know, it doesn't really mean much. I think that's why I didn't take much notice. It's like, you know, there's been bad things said about all of them. So, yeah, what's okay for one person, you know, it's not okay for somebody else. So, yeah, I didn't take much notice, but yeah, it'll obviously say on my card because they'll want to know when I go for my second jab. No, that doesn't look right. I quite like that plain. I've not been putting any doilies on, have I? Not like they all need doilies, but I think that one does, because I was that busy talking that, yeah, not really put any paper on that one, but it looks fine. So that's that one. Right, one more. Let's do one more properly. Let's concentrate. Stop waffling. But I think that's all I've got to say now. Anyway, I think I've told you my news, but like I say, you're going to air this 2 months after. I'll probably be going for my second one by the time you see this, to be honest. But yeah, I got that in front with videos, you know, while I was off work. So since I've been back, I've just been doing 1 or 2, because all I've had to do really for weekly is my vlog and the Roxy challenge. So yeah, I've wanted to do a couple a week, but yeah, so I've had to, you know, put them after the ones that I've already done, kind of thing. So I just need to make sure that I only do about two a week, otherwise, you know, I'm going to be absolutely months in front. But, you know, it only takes not being very well for a couple of weeks and stuff, and you soon start running out of things, because a lot of my series is now are coming to the end. I think, like, we're at the end of the Amazon journal, we're at the end of the junk mail journal, Nearly at the end of filming the DD pockets. Nearly at the end of finishing the Bay Bunny pad. So yeah, there's a lot of things finishing. So obviously I need to replace those with new things. But yeah, there's so many different journals that I want to try out, because I am still really new. And Julie keeps saying, you can't keep getting away with that. I'm still new. But yeah, I mean, I spent the first year or so just making ephemera. It's I mean, really, that Amazon altered one was the first journal I've made. I've made blank journals. I'm really liking these plain. Yeah, I do like them. I've made blank journals and, you know, maybe put a pocket on the front and a pocket on the back kind of thing. But I've, you know, I've not done a proper, not saying that they're not proper, but you know what I mean. You know, different papers and decorating the pages and all the rest of it. So yeah, I'm still quite new. And obviously now I've done the Amazon one and the junk mail one. I'm starting to feel a bit more confident about, oh yeah, I want to do a soft cover one. I've not really done any envelope ones. I've done, you know, that kind of size, but I've not done full size or anything. So yeah, that's obviously going to be my new series, as doing some different kinds of journals. And obviously I've got loads of ephemera. Been making ephemera for my botanicals. I've been making like the pale blue things, and I've also been making that navy blue with the kind of sepia tones. And I've got a load of Edith Holden ephemera made up. I've still got some Tim Holtz ephemera made up from, you know, all other series. So now it's going to be, you know, let's make journals and actually use this stuff up. But the botanical series will still obviously run alongside it, and I'm still, you know, only at the embellishment stage. So I do think this will just carry on all year. But you know, that's what I normally do, botanicals. So I'm going to be always wanting to make ephemera and stuff. I quite like that. Now you'd think that was too much, but no, I like it. Right, I think we'll best call it a day. You've probably all turned off now. I'm sitting here talking to myself. But if you are still here, thank you. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I need to get out more often, don't I? No, I don't. For me now, you know, just going out to work twice a week, and like I say, we'll be going on holiday in a week's time, which, like I say, by the time you see this, will have already been. But yeah, life's going as fast as I kind of want it to go. I've still got, you know, I need to visit the dentist and things. So, but yeah, I can only do so much at a time, because I just find it, well, it's all exhausting. And I'm guessing even people who's not got illnesses, if, you know, they've been in lockdown for nearly a year and all the rest of it. And you know, a lot of the young ones at work have even said they're, you know, getting motivated and wanting to go out and stuff, because they're so out of routine with it that, yeah, they're like, oh, can we be bothered kind of thing. Obviously, you've got other people who are like, oh my goodness, yeah, we can do this, that and the other, let's do everything. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying like, I'm in no rush, or, you know, it's just broke the routine. So I don't think you know, I'm the only person to feel like that, and I don't think it's just because I've got a chronic illness. I think, yeah, it's we all need to like get back into a new routine. So we shall see. But I'm just happy with taking it slow for now. I'm going to say that was the first time I'd gone into town for, well, the last time I did go was before Christmas, actually, because we did go to the opticians. But apart from that, I've not been to town for, it'd be like 18 months. Not like I go to town often. I probably only go two times a year anyway. Because like I say, I do work in a shop, and I do get majority of the stuff off from there. Right, that's that one. So we're going to call it a day. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to say I'm going to turn the camera off, join the two videos together and get them uploaded. These ones, I mean, I've got quite a lot of like side-on ones. So I'll probably do some side-on, but they're going to be very, you know, similar to what I've been doing. So I will put a picture up, which will be the thumbnail, so you'll be able to see them. Right, I'm going. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.